Hello everyone, I want to do a quick review on this Scangauge scanner. As you can see from description, monitor, measure, track and diagnose. I want to give you my personal review on this. I have been using for about a little bit less than a week, but so far it's an awesome tool. Well, let's start with the box. How big is this box? It's not very big. I'll give you some dimensions. So the box right there, so it's about 9 inches long by by 7 inches, or less, 6.5, 6, 7 inches width, and about 2 inches. So what's inside? Let's start with this. This is a made in USA product and very capable, easy to use tool. So it comes with this cable, plug and play, OBD2, and the other end plugs in into the device itself. It comes with this cable. It comes with a Velcro sticky, so you can mount the scan gauge itself, the gauge, onto any surface you want. It comes with a quick start guide, with a booklet, and it comes with a user manual. Very easy to follow, very easy to understand. This device, actually, the scanner itself, the Scangauge, is much simpler to use than a smartphone, believe it or not. So this device is very easy to use. It does not require any batteries, does not require to have your smartphone, so it's plug and play. Very easy to use and very capable. So let me show you how it actually works. So I guess I'm gonna plug it into OBD2 first. Let's plug it in. So right there is the OBD2 port. You just plug it in. Just like that. It's all plugged in. Cable is about 6 feet long, so I think it is 6 foot, about 6 foot if I'm not mistaken. Plugs in right into, so this piece here has 2 ports, one on the side. Let me hold this right way. So this is the unit itself. It has 2 ports, one in the back, one in the side. So whatever works for people, you know what I mean. I'm gonna plug it in the back. Now it says connecting. Very easy to set up. My car is running, so this is just an example of the gauges. So let's go back to the home. So this is what the home looks like, home screen. You have gauges, you have trip, so you can measure your distances, and the scan is for scanning for the codes or any other codes or check engine lights you might have. So to set it up, you go more, you click set up. For distance, as you can see, this is just to set up the units of measure, either metric or standard. You know, you want a PSI. Engine size, this is 3.5. Tank, gas tank. So let's say I want a diesel. So right there, just like that, or go back. You see, it's very simple, you know, fuel type, currency. You know, what currency do you want it to calculate? This, for example, you want to know your trip, how long it's going to cost you. Or you can select different type of currency, euro, dollars, there's all kind of stuff. And that's it. That's how it sets up. Gauges. So right now you can change those gauges. Some of the gauges are predefined by default. like for example volts, engine speed, RPM. This is the water in Fahrenheit, engine water temperature, 191. TFT is the transmission fluid temperature. Transmission fluid temperature, it's on some vehicles, it's a vehicle specific thing. You can on Scangauge website, you can actually program for each vehicle specific parameters, specific for specific things that you want to monitor. For example, this is, as you can see, Lexus, and Lexus and Toyota they are very specific in terms of displaying their transmission fluid temperature. So what requires to make it work is very simple basic programming. The programming that needed is available on their website, and here is what it looks like. I wrote it down. There is like a TXD, RXF, RXD, as you can see, and the name. So let me show you how it's easy to program. For example, I programmed TFT. When you program this device, make sure you double check, because when I programmed first time, those parameters, I wasn't able to read any transmission fluid temperature, except it was reading on Toyota Sequoia, but wasn't reading on Lexus. I'm like, what's going on? Why is it? So I sent them an email, explained to them. Next day they replied to me, try different codes. I didn't even have to try those different codes. I realized I made a mistake in my entering those the code itself. So how to enter the code to program is very easy. More, you click again more, you change the mode, click on mode, X gauge, and then you hit edit. So right now you just have to find open space. As you can see, ATF, TFT, TET is been taken. So 3, for example, is not taken. So what you want to do, you hit edit and just type it in. Up and down the buttons. Let's say 0 here. I want it. Next. I want it not 0. I want maybe 1. Then you push this button. Next. Then I want letters. You know what I mean? You can do letters up and down, and we'll just get you the letter. And keep going. As you can see, that thing moves around. Then you hit OK. Then you go to next. Then you go to next. Then you go to next. OK. Name. If that's the way you want it, hit OK. Do you want to save? I don't want to save this. Cancel. But this is what it takes. So I'm going to go back and I'll show you, like, for example, this ATF, automatic transmission fluid. Edit. So these are the numbers I put in from the website, and these are the vehicle specific numbers. Name, you can change the name to whatever you want it. I'm gonna cancel, exit, and this is home button, takes you back home. So gauges, as you can see, you can select different. To change those, for example, I want to see maybe let's see, what's average fuel economy. Well, because I'm not driving right now, it's not going to read anything. Let's say I want to see TFC. I'm not sure. There is in a user manual, there is a description of what these numbers mean. Let's see, horsepower, HPR. So currently car is idling, it's generating horsepower, and all of those parameters or the gauges can be changed. You know what I mean? You can push the button and it will change to whatever you want it. RPM. So maybe I want RPM. I want to know what's the engine speed. As you can see, if I'm going to rev her up, see, it goes up. So this is the average. So I'm going to put it back to my transmission, and then I'm going to voltage, which is nice. A lot of cars these days don't have voltage gauge, or they show just in the middle, or even let's go back to MPG, miles per hour, RPM. Let's show you the engine right there. As you can see, it shows in the middle the engine coolant temperature, but what in the middle means. Right now I'm sitting, it's idling, and the engine, and outside is actually 27 degrees. So the temperature is 200 Fahrenheit, and transmission temperature is less, 145. So this is what's so nice about it. And the dimensions of this is it's very small. It's about 5 inches and about less than 2 inches, 2 inches right there. And it's not the thickness is like an inch on it. So very nice device. If there was anything I could change about this, there isn't anything. It's an awesome device, awesome gauge, Scangauge. You know, it does the monitoring. If you want to know your MPG, if you want to, there's so many things you can do with it. You will check the codes. If you have any, if you're check engine or anything, you know what I mean? This is a very nice device. Very inexpensive too. Very inexpensive device. So it's less than 150 bucks. There will be a link down below in my description as to where can be purchased. And programming codes for there is a vehicle specific codes, and they are on their website. And one of the other things that I want to mention to you guys, customer service is outstanding with this company. Before I made a purchase, I asked them about Toyota and Lexus specific, can you read transmission fluid temperature? So they went out, they did their work and got back to me, and they provided to me the information that I need. They said, yes, here is the information, and working back and forth, you know, asking different questions, you know what I mean? Their service is excellent. So you can either call them or email them. So this is pretty much it. Why I chose this brand? Because under $150, it's the only company out there that capable, or the only scan gauge, or the only scanner, or that capable of providing a live transmission fluid temperature for Toyota and Lexus. So this is the reason why I chose this product, this brand. So don't forget to subscribe in my channel. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Thanks.